The quiet halls of a Catholic school seem like a peaceful and safe haven for students and staff alike, but what happens when the peace is shattered by an otherworldly encounter? A janitor working the night shift at one such school found out the hard way that there are things lurking in the shadows, waiting to reveal themselves when the time is right. This is a tale that will send shivers down your spine and make you question what's really hiding in the corners of the places you feel safe in. Are you ready to face the unknown? Welcome to Eerie Encounters and Hauntings. We are thrilled to have you join us for spine-tingling tales of the paranormal, stories that will make you shiver with fear and keep you on the edge of your seat. From haunted houses to possessed objects, we have the most bone-chilling tales of the supernatural. Get ready for a terrifying journey into the unknown. Be the first to our bone-chilling episodes, as we unleash blood-curdling stories that will send shivers down your spine. So hit that like button, share the horror with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Get ready for a story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. This is entitled The Ghostly Nun, a terrifying encounter at a Catholic school. It was shared to us by Chloe, who's from Marseille. Are you ready? Let's get started. The night was cold and quiet at St. Mary's Catholic School, managed by nuns who devoted their lives to the service of the Lord. The halls were empty, and the only sound that could be heard was the sweeping of the janitor's broom. He was a middle-aged man with a rough appearance, but he was diligent in his work. As he was sweeping the quadrangle, his eyes landed on a familiar figure huddled in a nook. Despite the late hour, he was certain it was one of the school's nuns. He wished her a nice evening and continued on his way. However, something didn't feel quite right. No one spoke back to him. The nun was simply waiting for him to turn the corner as she observed him from a distance. Feeling uneasy, the janitor repeated his greeting, this time more emphatically. But once again, there was no response. He then began to wonder if the nun was ill or if she needed assistance. To make sure he was addressing the appropriate individual, he pointed his torch in her direction. But what he saw sent shivers down his spine. The nun was standing a few inches above the floor, as if she were levitating. The cleaner was taken aback by what he saw and ran as fast as he could to the guard station. There, he was able to talk to the guard about what he'd seen. The security man gave a bewildered smirk. The janitor couldn't have seen what he claimed to have seen, he added, because the nun he described had left a few hours before. The janitor was left in shock and disbelief. He couldn't comprehend what he had witnessed. But little did he know that this was not the first time that the school had experienced paranormal activities. The nun found out about the bizarre rumor about her eventually. The story gave her the chills, but it wasn't the first time she'd heard of a case involving ghosts imitating school personnel. She knew that she was dealing with something beyond her understanding and that she needed to be cautious. She prayed the janitor's sighting wouldn't bring her sudden tragedy by making the sign of the cross, grabbing her rosary, and heading to the chapel that day. But her prayers were not enough to calm her fears. Another employee claimed to have spotted the same nun in the school's backyard when she was nowhere near the building. The incidents began to pile up, and the school staff became more and more uneasy. Despite attempts to ignore the paranormal activity, it was clear that something had to be done. A transfer to a new school was ultimately requested by the nun's superior. But even after she had left, the paranormal activity continued to haunt St. Mary's Catholic School. The story of the levitating nun has become a legend that still circulates within the halls of the school. To this day, some believe that the ghost of the nun still lingers, watching over the students and the staff. Others, however, refuse to talk about it, fearing that they might encounter the ghost themselves. One thing is certain, the paranormal activity that occurred at St. Mary's Catholic School is not a story to be taken lightly. It is a chilling reminder that there are things that we cannot explain, things that are beyond our understanding, and that we should always be prepared for the unknown. If this video left you spellbound, dive deeper into the world of chilling tales by joining our channel, Eerie Encounters and Hauntings. Access a treasure trove of bone-chilling stories waiting for you. Spread the fear among your friends and family who crave a good scare and give them goosebumps. We'd love to hear your spine-tingling experiences as well, so don't hesitate to share them in the comments. You can also send us your story so we can feature it in one of our future episodes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay scared. Disclaimer: this video is for entertainment purposes only. The stories depicted in this video are shared by people who believe they are true, but they have not been verified. Any resemblance to real people or events is purely coincidental. The views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the people who shared the stories and do not necessarily reflect the views of YouTube, Google, or Facebook. The channel does not endorse the views expressed in this video. This video is not intended to be used as evidence of any supernatural or paranormal activity. If you are experiencing paranormal activity, please contact a qualified professional.